They are inevitable this time of year. Potholes.
I drive to work and from work, and that's enough for my car to take quite a bit of damage.
Well, we all know they can cause major damage, right? But what you may not know is that if you run into a pothole on a MnDOT road, a highway, there is a program that reimburses people for damage to their vehicles.
Did you know that the state will reimburse you if they haven't fixed a pothole?
For my car? No, I had no idea they'd do that.
If your car gets damaged from a pothole on a state road or an interstate, MnDOT may reimburse you if they have had adequate time to fix the pothole but didn't get to it. So if someone reports it and they didn't fix it and then you hit it, you might have a shot at getting some money. Fill out a pothole report, file a complaint, MnDOT investigates, and in a month they'll let you know if they're going to pay. We have a link to file that report at WCCO.com.
Congress has approved the huge $1.3 trillion spending bill avoiding a government shutdown. But President Trump signing the bill is now in question. The Senate passed the bill shortly after midnight, averting a third federal shutdown this year. The bill will beef up military, domestic programs, and deliver federal funds throughout the country. It does not include provisions to defend sanctuary cities or DACA, the program that protects immigrants brought here illegally as children. The bill passed with bipartisan support. Senator Bob Corker is one of 23 Republicans who voted against the legislation since the bill busts budget caps, setting the stage for another battle this fall.
It's a grotesque piece of legislation. Grotesque that we would pass a piece of legislation that would set the standard for $2 trillion in deficit spending.
Overall, we Democrats are very happy with what we've been able to accomplish on a number of very important priorities to the middle class in America: infrastructure, education, opioid treatment, mental health, child care.
But within the last hour, President Trump tweeted, "I am considering a veto of omnibus spending bill based on the fact that the 800,000 plus DACA recipients have been totally abandoned by the Democrats, not even mentioned in bill, and the border wall, which is desperately needed for our national defense, is not fully funded."
The revolving door continues to spin at the White House as President Donald Trump now announcing he has a replacement for his national security advisor. The president tweeted that H.R. McMaster has done an outstanding job. They'll always be friends, but he's out. Former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, John Bolton, taking over April 9th. McMaster's departure follows Trump's dramatic ouster of Secretary of State Rex Tillerson last week. That happened by tweet. Bolton will be the president's third national security advisor. Well, a driving test for a teenager in the Northwest Metro did not go quite as planned or hoped after she crashed into the exam station.
This picture breaks my heart. They're from right after the accident. Police say the 17-year-old girl, she accidentally put the vehicle in drive instead of reverse at the start of the test Wednesday in Buffalo. The girl wasn't hurt, but paramedics did take the 60-year-old instructor to the hospital. She's expected to be okay. We don't know for sure, but it's probably safe to assume that she did not pass.
I mean, that's the picture. Like, you hope she has a good sense of humor about it. I feel a little bad for her that it's gone viral.
I'm sure she was devastated.
And devastated that everyone across the country
Well, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you crash your car into the driver's exam station while you're taking the exam.
It is not funny when you're a 17-year-old girl.
That may be true, but it is
A
objectively
group of people
funny.
that are known to have a great sense of humor about themselves.
17-year-old
Never
girl.
emotional.
It's going to be okay. You'll pass the test, and hopefully you'll laugh
Maybe.
about it. Maybe.